Hey, beautiful friends, can I ask you something? How many times have we said the word someday? Someday I'll take that trip. Someday I'll organize the house. Working on that project now for the last few years. Someday I'll make new friends. Someday I'll write the book. Someday I'll finally put myself first. I think so many people are raising their hands to that one. I think every one of us has a list of some days. But here's something that I've learned as I've gotten older. Someday isn't a day on the calendar. It's not. Neither is tomorrow. It's a place we accidentally leave our dreams. We just sweep them over, sweep them into the little someday dustpan, and leave them there. And if we're not careful, someday quietly turns into next year, and next year becomes 5 years, and before we know it, we're wondering where time went. I know, I'm in one of those cycles right now. The truth is, most of us, we aren't waiting because we're lazy. No, not because we're lazy, but we're waiting because we're hoping that we'll finally feel ready. We'll finally feel ready. We'll have that spark and we'll be ready to tackle anything on our someday list. But readiness doesn't usually come first. It doesn't. The decisions, they always come first. And that's the part we sometimes forget. The life that you're hoping for, it doesn't begin with one giant step. It doesn't. It begins with one small decision. Maybe today that decision is making one phone call that you've been putting off. I've been putting off a couple this week of friends who I need to talk to. And every day I say, oh, I gotta call this person today. I'm gonna call this person today. And then the day gets away from me. And then we're back to someday or tomorrow. Maybe it's taking a short walk around the block. And that's a nice one to do. Today it's beautiful here, a little hazy, but it's a nice day. Maybe it's reading one chapter instead of scrolling for another hour. That's a big one for me. I have so many books and so many sitting right here in front of me on my desk. And I look at them every day and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get to the next chapter. I need to get to the next chapter. Someday, maybe it's cleaning out one drawer. I have a lot of drawers to clean out. That's on the someday pile too. Maybe it's forgiving someone. Maybe it is. Or maybe, maybe the person who needs your forgiveness most is the one looking back at you in the mirror. Have you ever thought about that? You don't have to change your whole life today. Absolutely not. You just have to change today's direction. That's it, just the direction. Because directions determine our destinations. They do. They determine our destinations. Every meaningful life is built exactly the same way. One conversation, like we're having right now. One choice. One habit. One courageous little decision at a time. And here's what I hope that you'll remember. You don't need a brand new life. No. You need one direction. Just one. One decision that moves you even 1 inch closer to the life you've been dreaming about. Because a year from now, you'll either be grateful you started today, yes, or you'll still be waiting for someday. And I don't want that for you. Your story isn't over. There are still chapters to write, still memories to make, still people to encourage, still joy to discover. So, whatever that one decision is, make it today. Even if it's small, especially if it's small, because small decisions, they have a beautiful way of changing the direction of an entire life. They really do. So, I want to thank you as always for spending a few minutes with me today. And if no one has reminded you lately, you are definitely not finished. See you in our next conversation.